Out between the police and the ISF workers who tried to break the guardrails. They later also blocked the highway which connects Kolkata with the South 24 Pargana area. In fact, the police officials are seen urging the protesters to clear the way. Look at the visuals on the screen. Clashes are taking place there. Tetri is joining us with that update. Tetri, what's happening? We're seeing clashes taking place.
Well, yes, these clashes happened yesterday. The clashes erupted yesterday between the police and the ISF protesters who were trying to move towards the Shelda area. We also filed a ground report as well, and we showed as to what kind of protest took place over there. The police van was vandalized one by one. We'll show you the pictures. This is the picture of the vandalized police van. This police van belongs to West Bengal Police, but we'll show you from front first that what kind of vandalization took place. You can see that this particular police van was completely vandalized. Both the headlights of this particular police van are broken. You can also see that the glass, this particular glass is also broken. The condition of this police van is completely, in fact, vandalized. And we'll also move forward and show you so as to what the condition must have been. You can see both the mirrors, the side panes, window panes, and you can also see that the bricks are also here, because remember that the bricks were also hurled on the policemen. Inside also you can see that the glasses and the pieces of bricks could be seen. What we are also getting to know is that overall more than 16 policemen were injured, and in fact the intensity of the violence was so high that you can see that the dents on these particular dents on the van could also be seen. Not just one, but number of dents could be seen, which also shows that bricks were hurled on the vans also. Another visual we'll show you from inside the police van. You can see that the bike is also vandalized over here. This entire policeman van, which was supposed to be for the security personnel of West Bengal Police who were guarding that entire area, who were repeatedly calling the protesters to move back and not to proceed towards the Shelda. You can also see that these, this terrible condition of this particular van, how the mirrors are all lying over here on the floor. And in fact, we also reported from the violence-prone area and showed so as to how the vandalization must have taken place. Remember that the accused have been arrested in this case, but yes, the investigation is on. There are few policemen who are still injured,
okay,
and who are still hospitalized. But yes, on one hand, we are seeing that the violence took place in Murshidabad, and the ADG Law and Order said that no violence has taken place in the last 24 hours, and on the same evening, the violence takes place in Bhongor, from where we are reporting right now.
So why is the TMC government in denial? In Murshidabad, as we played out the visuals of the families who were forced to leave, as we played out the visuals of multiple vehicles that had been set ablaze, the TMC continued to say that the situation is under control, that Hindus and Muslims are living happily there. There are no protests taking place. The TMC seemed to be in denial. The visuals that you're seeing now of the clashes are from South 24 Parganas, which is about 280 kilometers from Murshidabad. So these are two separate locations, and it's the same story of violent clashes taking place. Why are the police officials not cracking down on them? Take a look at the situation. It has escalated because these were anti-Waqf law protests that had taken place, leading to violent confrontations with the police. Reports indicating that several police officers have also been injured in the clashes. In fact, a police van, along with multiple bikes, was set on fire and vandalized during the protest. The incident comes on the heels of the tragic violence that we witnessed in Murshidabad just days ago, where 3 people lost their lives.
Are they aware that why these protests are held? Are they aware that what is Waqf Amendment Act? Are they aware that how many times it was amended? What are the laws? What are the clauses in this particular act that has been implemented? आपको पता है यहाँ पर क्यों आए हैं, किस लिए प्रोटेस्ट?
वक़्फ़ बिल रिजेक्ट विषय क्या?
क्यों, किस लिए प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं आप? क्यों आए यहाँ पे?
वक़्फ़ बिल के लिए आया।
वक़्फ़ बिल के लिए आए हैं। वक़्फ़ बिल तो अब एक्ट बन गया है। क्यों, लेकिन आपको क्या कहा जा रहा है यहाँ पर, क्यों आना है? क्या बदलाव चाह रहे हैं आप एक्ट में?
रिजेक्ट वक़्फ़ बिल चाहिए।
क्यों होना चाहिए? बिल तो एक्ट बन गया है ऑलरेडी।
वो झूठ है।
ये आपका है तो हम ले रहे, आप क्या करेंगे? तो इसलिए हम लड़ रहे हैं। हमारा
हाथ मत लगाइए हमारे माइक को।
आपको माइक हम हाथ लगाए, तुम रूठ जा रहे हो। आप मेरे जगह पे आप हाथ लगाओगे, मैं खड़ा रहूंगा। मैं भी नारे तकबीर।
तो क्या आपको क्या बताया कि आपकी प्रॉपर्टी ले ली जाएगी?
हाँ, हमारा जमीन पे कब्जा करना।
जब वो आपकी प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है तो जो आपकी प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है वो तो नहीं ली जाएगी, जो है वो
हमारी प्रॉपर्टी है। ये आपका हमारी प्रॉपर्टी है क्या?
वो हमारा प्रॉपर्टी है।
तो क्या संशोधन चाह रहे हैं आप उसमें, क्या चाह रहे हैं?
रिजेक्ट वक़्फ़ बिल चाहिए हमारा, तो नहीं रिजेक्ट वक़्फ़ बिल।
क्यों रिजेक्ट होना चाहिए तो बताइए।
हमारा प्रॉपर्टी है ना।
कौन सा रेलवे का प्रॉपर्टी आपका है, प्रधानमंत्री पार्लियामेंट का प्रॉपर्टी आपका है, जिसपे रेलवे भवन बना है वो प्रॉपर्टी आपका है, राष्ट्रपति भवन बना है वो प्रॉपर्टी आपकी है।
ये हमारे प्रॉपर्टी वो केंद्र सरकार लूट करे नीचे।
These individuals are saying, you know, that the Waqf Amendment Act should be rejected no matter what, and in fact that is why they are protesting over here at the Shelda. We are reporting outside Kolkata. You can also see that there is a massive security deployment over here. However, when we tried to ask them questions so as to what is Waqf Amendment Act, how many times it was amended, how many times it was amended, what changes were made, they were not able to answer all these questions that we had asked them.
Now, as we speak about the tensions in West Bengal over the implementation of the Waqf laws, we cannot discount and not look at the suffering of the Hindus of Murshidabad. What you're seeing on the screens are just some of the hundreds of Hindu residents who were forced out of their homes. Their homes were attacked, their shops were looted, the women were even given rape threats. In fact, people are leaving their homes in fear of their lives. They claim that even children have not been spared in this. Watch how innocent residents are being hounded and forced out of their land.
This woman was told to choose between her dignity and her husband's life.
हमको बोल रहे हैं जे कि तुम्हारा इज्जत दो, हम तुम्हारा पति को भिक्षा देंगे, जान भिक्षा देंगे.
A man and his son were hacked to death.
টেনে নিয়ে গেল দেহ তো কোপাইলে দুই বাপ বেটাকে। কতজন ছিল? মেলাই জন।
These people have been forced to flee their homes to save their lives.
আপনার গ্রাম তো পুরো ফাঁকা হয়ে গেছে, সবাই চলে যাচ্ছে।
পুরো ফাঁকা, তখন কি করবে জানার ভয় সবারই আছে।
Even their water was poisoned and children not spared.
ট্যাঙ্কের জলে বিষ।
ছোট 1.5 বছরকার বাচ্চা আছে, গলায় হেসে ধরে আছে। তোমরাকে মানে নামও নিশান মিটিয়ে দেব, হিন্দুর নামও নিশান মিটিয়ে দেব।
But the Samvidhan saviors are silent.
Now, these tales of anger and anguish may be painful to watch, but for people in Murshidabad, this is their reality. But the TMC somehow continues to remain in denial. For the TMC, these incidents of violence have been orchestrated by the BJP, and that's not all. The TMC MLA Hamidul Rahman goes on to even say that the act should be withdrawn if the Modi government does not want to witness a rerun of the farmer agitation.
आज लोकसभा पार्लियामेंट में देखते हैं चोपड़ा में लोग का कुछ नहीं है, यहाँ पर एक दंगा लगाने होगा। जहाँ जहाँ भी ये सब हिंदू मुसलमान का दंगा कराने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा है ड्यू टू बीजेपी का दलाल। लेकिन हम लोग बोल रहे हैं आफ्टर ऑल ये बिल अगर विड्रॉ नहीं किया मोदी जी तो संपूर्ण भारत बंद हो जाएगा, उसको किसान बिल का ऐसा हो जाएगा।
Let's get you more breaking updates now coming in the aftermath of the clashes and the violence that have erupted in West Bengal. Mamata Banerjee is all set to meet religious leaders. She is yet to visit any of the families that are affected. The West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will be holding a meeting with religious leaders and intellectuals from the Muslim community. This meeting will take place at the Netaji Indoor Stadium. The main purpose of this meeting is to discuss the ongoing protests over the Waqf Amendment Act 2025. So there are going to be imams, Muslim scholars who will be attending this meeting with the West Bengal Chief Minister. But there is some criticism coming in as well that the Chief Minister is yet to meet the families who have been forced out of their homes. She is yet to meet the families who have lost their loved ones in these anti-Waqf law protests. She is yet to even visit the spot where violence broke out, where several vehicles were torched, where families were forced to be inside their homes because they didn't know where else to go. Amid the criticism that West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has been facing, she is now going to be meeting Muslim religious leaders. And this is while the TMC continues to appeal that the protests should be peaceful. But we've seen what has happened. Multiple clashes have been taking place. In fact, the police officials have also not been spared. Even police vehicles were targeted. The police officials were targeted. The BSF officials were also targeted. by this mob, and Mamata Banerjee is now going to be meeting the leaders from the Muslim community. So Mamata Banerjee is expected to meet religious leaders, and that meeting is expected tomorrow. But the criticism that has come in is, has the TMC government done enough to ensure that the fires are doused in Murshidabad? National spokesperson of the BJP, Shehzad Poonawalla, joins us on the broadcast. Shehzad, amid the protests that are taking place, violent protests taking place there, Mamata Banerjee is all set to meet Muslim leaders in the state.
Today, TMC means Tushtikarna Mujhe Chahiye and Ma Mati Manush have been replaced by Muslim appeasement, Muslim appeasement, Muslim appeasement. Hence, Hindus who are being massacred, Hindus who are being subjected to state-sponsored violence, Mamata Banerjee has no time to meet them, but she has all the time to meet those elements who are chanting that Samvidhan nahi manenge, who are subjecting the state to such kind of arson and violence. It clearly shows that Mamata Banerjee is now not the Chief Minister of Bengal. She is the Chief Minister of one community, and it took place. Similarly, she is behaving like a modern-day Suravardi, who is orchestrating and overseeing the genocide, the killing or the exodus of Hindus.
So, Shehzad, why do you think Mamata Banerjee has not given a word for the families who have lost their loved ones, to those who have been forced to flee from their homes? She has appealed to all religions to maintain calm. Tomorrow she is going to be meeting the Muslim leaders, but TMC leaders continue to give provocative statements and no action has been taken against them.
Because she doesn't care about Hindus, she only cares about her 35-40% Muslim vote bank. That's all she cares about. And she's made it clear more than one occasion when she said that Muslims are like milch cows. I will take their kicks even if that it comes to that. She has also said that she does not like Jai Shri Ram. She has also said Mrityu Kum. She has said Ganda Dharm for Hindu Dharm. So therefore, she's very clear with her priorities. For her, only Muslim appeasement, Muslim appeasement, Muslim appeasement.
All right, Shehzad, thank you for joining us. The BJP says that this is nothing but appeasement politics by the TMC. Shamit Bhattacharya is also joining us on the broadcast from the BJP. What is happening in West Bengal amid the violence that has broken out and the fear-mongering that continues? In fact, several statements that have coming, provocative statements from the TMC leaders, not a word being said by Mamata Banerjee. And now we're told the West Bengal Chief Minister is going to be holding a meeting with the Muslim religious leaders.
Mamata's politics is divisive politics. On the basis of religion, she wants to divide the society and is bang only the 30% of the consolidated Muslim vote bank. That is her politics. It is not only appeasement, not only who the minorities. At the same time, when there is an exodus from the Murshidabad district, when the Hindus, even the women also, they have been beaten ruthlessly and mercilessly, and situation compelled them to leave their houses, cross the river and stray somewhere else. Then a Trinamool Congress cabinet minister Firaz Hakim says there's nothing wrong in it. They're roaming within the same state. This kind of things also happening in Uttar Pradesh, in Gujarat and somewhere else. So this is their politics. Mamata Banerjee is totally anti-Hindu stance, anti and minority appeasement. Politics is nothing more than that, which has landed this state in a terrible mess. Right now, the entire demographic design of the different border districts has been changed. A silent demographic invasion is on. The Rohingyas are welcome guests in West Bengal. They're putting the names of Bangladeshi Muslim minorities in the voter list, and these things are going on. So I think it's a chilling message to the nation also, what is happening in West Bengal right now and what is going to be happen tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Samikji, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. The BJP